Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the 3-Minute Horror Show. My name is Ben, your host, and I love horror movies. If you've been here before, you already know the drill. Welcome back. If you're new here, though, the way these videos work is as follows. I do a little plot synopsis. I do a little commentary. I give the movie a rating, and hopefully I can make you laugh along the way. And remember, I watch the bad movies so that you don't have to. You're welcome. Today I'll be reviewing the movie Snakes on a Train from 2006. It's a The Asylum production, and it's actually the first Asylum movie that I've covered on this channel. This shocks me, as their movies are almost all terrible. Perfect material for my videos. They were probably most well known for creating the Sharknado series of films, but now they're primarily known for creating mockbusters. Movies that take existing huge franchises and make little tweaks to them in order to cash in on name brand recognition. Some examples include The Transmorphers, The Da Vinci Treasure, and of course, this movie. This movie can be streamed here in Canada on Hoopla, Plex, Tubi, and Pluto TV. These snakes aren't going to train themselves, so let's get started. A shaman-type guy is trying to help save a very sick woman who appears to have been infected by some sort of snake curse. He's got a bunch of snakes in jars, and he's brewing tea and blowing weird smoke in her face. She starts barfing up green goop and snakes that were inside her. Yuck. Anyhow, it looks like they were doing this ritual in the middle of the desert while trying to cross the American border into Texas, because their coyote gets real mad at them. The coyote gets bitten by one of the deadly snakes that the woman barfed up and dies instantly. Now, I'm no snake expert, but I recognize a garter snake when I see one, and these were 100% garter snakes. The shaman guy packs up the sick woman, her name is Alma, and continues on towards Los Angeles, and they hop a train to El Paso. They find refuge in a cargo car along with some other border crossers and, coincidentally, a friend from Alma's childhood. Eventually they use snakes other than garters, and it looks like somebody brought in their pet Burmese pythons. There's one albino python in the mix too, and it looks pretty cool. I gotta say though, there's an awful lot of rattling going on in this movie for a bunch of snakes that don't have rattles. Jump cut to the passenger car, where we are introduced to a bunch of new characters. There's a mature woman who somehow didn't know how long the train ride from El Paso to Los Angeles was, the attendant with a curly mustache who has a Canadian accent for some reason, a group of surfers,
Dude, Coop, man, why you gotta be such a vagina?
a young family with a child, and a dangerous mystery man. A tough-looking cowboy also jumps on the train at the last second, and off we go. While all of this is going on, all of a sudden the shaman and Alma can speak perfect English. He dangles a cat toy in front of her face and lets her know that the garter snakes she barfed up are growing in the jar they're being kept in. The guy with the curly mustache that plays the train attendant is a Canadian actor from Saskatchewan named Stephen A.F. Day. And I certainly hope the AF stands for what I think it stands for, because that's pretty funny. Anyways, back to the ridiculousness. The other guys Alma and the shaman are sharing the cargo hold with menace them a bit and then break one of Alma's snake jars. This kicks off a big fight where the shaman pulls a Mr. Fuji and blows dust in all of their faces and then beats them up. Shaman traps two of the guys in a wire cage, which he ties closed with some rope. I was thinking they could just untie it and be on their way, but the shaman barfs some green stuff onto the rope and now no one wants to touch it. The most important bit here is that now the snakes are free, and they're much bigger than they were. Snakes on a train! Get it? They did the thing. The snakes crawl around for what feels like ages before they finally start killing people. Some people they bite, some people they crawl into. In the interim, there's a botched drug deal, a pointless gunfight that releases even more snakes, and an altercation with a crack-smoking train engineer. The actress that plays Alma puts one of the snakes in her mouth. Gross.
Oh my god!
This is ridiculous. What a disaster. I shouldn't have expected much from the Asylum, but I will hand it to them that they saved their trademark bad CGI until almost the end of the movie. The last shot of the movie is hilarious, but it's still not worth watching. What's the moral of this story? Always make sure you keep track of your belly snakes. I rate this movie 2 out of 10. As always, a link to my letterbox will appear in the video's description. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does boost my engagement and it helps my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds!
We got ourselves a pretty nasty stowaway down here, and he's higher than a kite.